So, first of all, we have to clear the concept that God has not come, God is eternal. We prove this mathematically. See, the universal truth that has been established, you should not challenge it again. That is, this is the universal truth that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Now if someone tries to make it 5 or 3, then he is working on oppression. Even if you invent a wheel again, this mathematical equation will still remain in its place. This thing has been established in this way, that the universe did not exist before, so it came. You know, this view has been around for some time, in the 70s and 80s, that this is a steady-state universe. It has always been like this. But now this view has died. The era we are sitting in, this view is over. Not since 8, but since Big Bang. When Hubble saw this through a telescope, Hubble saw that all the stars and planets in the sky, one common thing in them is that they are all going away from each other. And for that, when he drew a spectrum, when the spectrum of light gradually shifts to red, it means that it is going away from you. So it was logical that when it is going away, if it is reversed in time, it will start from somewhere. That is, if I hold some balls in my hand and throw them like this, they will all go away from each other. And this is the real truth, that they are going away because they started from somewhere. This is a natural thing. He said that if we reverse time and reach the point from where this thing started, then the scientist named it as a point whose density was infinite and was not going to end, and was volume 0. Volume is 0 and density is infinite. It means, do not take creation X, it is present from the infinite. If there was nothing, then it happened. And then he says that after this Big Bang, if there was a little disturbance in a trillionth of a second, then this universe could not have come into existence. And this is just about coming into existence. Then the billions of fine-tunings that are present on planet Earth are present on every planet, the distance from the Sun to the Earth, then their gravitational force, their movement, speed. This is a field in which a person goes and gets lost. Considering all these things, the theory of steady-state universe is over. And the Big Bang was established. Now it has been proven that creation X has not happened. That is, humans or the universe, they have been born. The problem was for you when you believe that they are also there from the beginning. Humans are always being born, and there is no other end. This problem has been solved by science. Not for them, creation has happened. Now, whether it has a creator or not, they come and talk about it. Now, these fine-tunings, they need so much brain to understand. To understand the structure of DNA, to understand this harmony, to understand, not to make, sir. So many brains are needed. We are still doing discoveries. All these things that we discover by the law of nature. That is, if we have explored this thing that the sun rises from the east, the sun sets from the west with respect to the earth. Otherwise, the sun does not set, the sun rises. So this is a physical phenomenon that we have discovered. This phenomenon did not create the sun. If you know that this is not the creator of the sun, the mouse comes out of the egg. And the mouse keeps the egg in the heat for so long, for 22 days, under the hen or in any machine. This information did not create the mouse. In fact, this is information about the birth of the mouse. You go deeper into it, the more you dig deep. Ultimately, one information of yours will be added. It will not happen that you find out that it created it. The hen itself does not know that it is going to create. Crocodile, elephant, they do not know what qualities are in me. The one who does not know what qualities are in me does not know what qualities are in me. This is a little bit of science that you are exploring. So we are not creators of these qualities. And then behind, the brain is with the belief that it is organized. And this thing is definitely under the feasibility. It has been established in mathematics that the thing that is going on in an organized way, there is definitely a brain behind it. No one can design without a brain. The second law of thermodynamics of physics is that entropy either remains constant or increases, that is, disorder. God forbid, there is a blast here, then everything will scatter. After this, no blast in the world can arrange it again in this state. This is called entropy. That if there is a disruption somewhere, it increases. It is possible that if you bring more people, then this disruption will increase further. Or as much as it will remain the same. It cannot be organized until you intervene again and do this. Like they destroyed all the museums of Muhammad Ali Jinnah in Ziyarat. Terrorists have made it again. So it did not happen by itself. After the blast, everything spread by itself. But to bring it back to that place, you have to put a budget, put a brain, put effort, then it is organized. So it means that to make order, you need a brain, there is no problem for disorder. And to make order again after disorder, you need a brain. What kind of disorder is this? What kind of Big Bang is this? A small blast does not organize things, it spoils them. And such a big blast, such a big order has been brought, that on planet Earth, there are more than 2 million species. You live on each species, you cannot tell what their habits are. Leave this, how it is made. So this is an endless order. So this brain is established. Now the next step is that this brain. Richard Dawkins also says in The God Delusion, when Fred Hale's sentence was quoted. Fred Hale was a great philosopher, he was a scientist too. He said that the becoming of a human being is a phenomenon of self-sufficiency. It is a phenomenon of self-sufficiency. It is a more complex phenomenon than this, that a person claims that a tornado and he picked up a lot of material from the garbage and made a Boeing 747. No madman in the world will believe this. Leave it, no one will believe in becoming a ballpoint. So he said that the more complex thing than this is a human being. You believe that he will make it without any brain. So you know what Richard Dawkins said in response to this? He made a chapter, he titled it The Ultimate Boeing 747. He said that the biggest Boeing 747 is God. You are saying that a human being is so complex that he cannot make it without anyone's help. So the one who is going to make it is more complex than that. That is the ultimate Boeing 747. If such a difficult human being with DNA structure, you say that he will not make it himself, someone will make it. So the one who made it is more complex than that. So he should have a creator too. So what did we say? Wait, imagine, for the sake of argument, we agree with you. But move ahead. Yes, the Creator who made our Creator, He will be more complex than our Creator. So He should have a Creator too. Now you are trying till the end of time, this equation will not end anywhere. Till the time there is one Creator who has not been made by anyone. So that is the definition of Lam Yalid Walam Yulad. Lam Yalid Walam Yulad. Sir, this can explain you maths, this can explain you physics. This is such a big definition. We have memorized it in our childhood that neither does he have a father nor a son. We are translating this with morality. The actual translation is that he himself has not been made by anyone, nor has anyone made him. He is always there. That is why in Bukhari Muslim Hadith, when the devil comes to you, he says, "Who made the mountains?" You say, "Allah." He asks, "Who made the trees?" He says, "Allah." You say it as an answer when he asks a question. Then he asks a different question, you say, "Allah." Now you have to say on this. Obviously, Prophet Islam could have said only this much. Allah has made you the Imam of our guidance. But later when these mathematical equations, scientific discoveries and universal truth, Allah has made humans discover. Now we can explain this more easily. If there is a creator of a creator, then there must be a creator of that too. And this will start with an unending sequence. Now you must be thinking, why should we believe that there is a creator? We have to believe this because the equation is physically in front of us. That I am. Creation is present. If there was a theory that there is no creation or creator, then nothing would have forced us. Now our compulsion is that the universe is in front of us. We are living beings, we are seeing everything. Created things are present. So we have to go to another angle. And ultimately we have to stop at one creator. No creator. That is why I have said in my videos. If you ask me, what is the quality of Allah? That is beyond imagination. You cannot even describe an example of this. If Allah says, "I listen and see," then we can bring a different concept of this. That I also listen and see. Although I am of debt, I am Allah's individual. I am limited, Allah is unlimited. I am dependent, Allah is independent. You can imagine everything. But the quality of Allah, that He is eternal. There was never a time when He was not. This one supers odds.